Welcome to Technically You, the podcast that breaks down complex tech so it actually makes sense. Okay, listeners, did you know the internet processes over 5 billion gigabytes of data every single day? And somehow it all flows smoothly thanks to an invisible traffic management system most people have never heard of?
That's fascinating and kind of mind-blowing when you think about the sheer volume of data moving around us right now.
Let me tell you about something called DiffServ Code Point, or DSCP. It's essentially the traffic cop of the internet, using just 6 tiny bits of information to keep everything flowing smoothly across the entire global network. It is a field in the IP packet header used to classify and manage network traffic and ensure quality of service, QoS, across IP networks.
Hold on, just 6 bits can manage all that data across the entire internet. How is that even possible?
Well, think of it like an incredibly sophisticated airport. You've got first-class passengers, regular travelers, TSA pre-check, clear, global entry, and cargo all needing to move efficiently through the system. DSCP works the same way, but for data packets.
That is starting to make sense. I currently have both TSA PreCheck and Clear, and I love going through the airport as fast as possible. So how exactly does DSCP prioritize different types of traffic?
At the highest level, you've got what's called expedited forwarding. That's like the first-class lounge of the internet. It's reserved for time-sensitive stuff like video calls where even tiny delays are noticeable. Then there's assured forwarding for important business applications. And finally, best effort for regular web browsing and emails.
You know what's interesting about that? It means my video call packets are literally getting VIP treatment compared to someone downloading a movie.
Exactly. And what's really fascinating is how the system makes these decisions in real time, thousands of times per second. Studies show that without DSCP, video call quality would degrade by up to 40% during peak network usage.
That's wild. I had no idea the difference was that significant. But what happens during really busy times when everyone's online?
Well, that's where it gets really clever. The system has these sophisticated queuing mechanisms that can adapt on the fly. It's like having multiple express lanes that can be opened or closed based on traffic conditions. And get this, major internet providers report that DSCP reduces network congestion by up to 60% during peak hours.
So how do all these different networks coordinate with each other? I mean, my data is probably crossing multiple providers when I'm on a call.
That's one of the most impressive parts. It's like having an international agreement on traffic signs. Every network has to interpret these markings in the same way. Recent studies show that standardized DSCP implementations have reduced cross-network latency by an average of 30%.
The whole thing sounds incredibly complex. How do they handle new technologies like virtual reality or cloud gaming?
That's actually pushing DSCP to evolve in fascinating ways. These new applications need both ultra-low latency and massive bandwidth, sometimes up to 50 times more than traditional applications. Network administrators are having to completely rethink their prioritization strategies.
Well, that makes me wonder about security. Couldn't someone just mark all their traffic as high priority?
That's a really smart question. Networks actually have strict security measures at their boundaries to prevent what they call priority spoofing. It's like having security checkpoints that verify the authenticity of priority passes. Industry data shows attempted DSCP manipulation has increased by 200% in the last 2 years.
The scale of this whole operation must be staggering.
Oh, it absolutely is. A single major internet backbone router might process over 100 million packets per second, each one needing to be classified and prioritized. The computational power required is equivalent to running thousands of high-end computers simultaneously.
That reminds me, I've noticed some apps work better at different times of day. Is that related to this system?
Exactly right. DSCP helps networks adapt to daily patterns. During business hours, video conferencing might get top priority, while streaming services get more bandwidth in the evening. Studies show this dynamic allocation improves overall network efficiency by up to 45%.
Looking ahead, what do you think are the biggest challenges this technology will face?
Well, the emergence of 5G networks and edge computing is really pushing the boundaries. These systems need to handle latency requirements as low as 1 millisecond. That's about 50 times faster than the blink of an eye. And with IoT devices expected to generate over 79 zettabytes of data by 2025, the system will need to evolve dramatically.
So what happens if something goes wrong? The whole internet doesn't just stop.
Like any good traffic system, DSCP has multiple fallback mechanisms. If one path becomes congested, traffic can be rerouted while maintaining priority levels. Recent analysis shows this redundancy prevents about 85% of potential service disruptions before users even notice them.
This conversation has really opened my eyes to how much is happening behind the scenes every time I click a link or send a message.
And that's really the beauty of it. When DSCP is working perfectly, nobody notices it's there. It's like having millions of tiny traffic controllers working 24/7 to keep our digital world running smoothly. The system processes over 150,000 terabytes of data every second globally, yet most people never know it exists.
Well, techies, that's all we have for today. Please subscribe to Technically You for more tech made simple, one packet at a time.
Yes. See you next time. As always, stay connected and stay curious.